My name is Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today's video is not a build, but although I will do a build on this tomorrow, I'm talking about Touch of Malice with the Techsec gear set. This is absolutely broken, and I mean broken. The Touch of Malice is an extremely powerful primary ammo weapon. When you pair it up with the Techsec armor set, it does extra damage to shields, and it does a disorientating effect, like so. This weapon does up to 600% extra damage against shields, 71, and watch what happens when you get that final round going, 494, that's a 600% damage increase against shields. And not only that, this thing kills insanely fast. It's probably the fastest time to kill weapon in the game. Look at the state of that, all that disorientating blasts. Stay with me, I'll break it down. So the Touch of Malice, you get this from defeating Oryx in the King's Fall raid. The final round in the magazine deals bonus damage drawing from the wielder's life force. So basically, your shot does 100% extra damage at the cost of draining your life. So it's a really solid primary ammo weapon. And it's also got this on there, the Charge with Blight. Now how this works is when you get a times 10, which you do by hitting critical shots, you're going to get times 10. Once you get that, you hold to reload and it will release a darkness and temporarily blinding them. So it does like a darkness blast, which does actually blind. It's not disorientate, it is actually a blinding effect, which is great against unstoppables. And it also works with some arc fragments as well. Now this also improves your weapon by 50% extra damage as well. So you get 100% extra damage for the final round in the magazine, and then an additional 50% if the targets are afflicted by this blight as well. And it also affects all weapons of sorrow weapons as well, so Osteophone, things like that, if other teammates are using them, it gives them a 50% buff as well, or debuff. And then finally, it's got a catalyst on there, Rapid Hit. It's not particularly great for stability, although it does help with the reloading when you need to switch to that Charge with Blight. It just helps the reload speed just for that. Now, so onto the testing. So the standard shot with nothing going on hits for 71 against the shield. I love this tested range, by the way. It's probably my favourite thing for about 4 years in Destiny. Now I'm going to get the final round going, which is meant to be 100% extra damage, but it's actually 157, so it's actually 121% damage increase, 71 to 157. So it's actually doing a 20% extra damage against shields. It should only be 100% damage increase, but I don't know if that's something coded or something that people already knew or didn't know. But anyways, 120%. Now, if you add the Techsec armor set, what this does, you deal significantly increased kinetic damage to combatant shields, over shields, vehicles, and constructs. So I've tested this quite a few times already, and it's usually 190%. It's actually a little bit more, but again, I just want to clarify the first clip. This sort of number here, 71, that's just the standard shot in a Touch of Malice. I haven't got the final round going. So 71, and then what I'm going to do in the next clip is equip the Techsec gear, 225. That is a 216% damage increase. Now bear in mind, I am not using the final round in the magazine yet. So 71 to 225, that is purely the Techsec, which is a 216, not 190. Now, what I'm going to do is obviously go back to the Touch of Malice. I'm going to pop the final round in the magazine, which gives you that extra damage and drains your life, but it is a super powerful sort of bullet. Now 71, the original shot one more time, just so we've got a little ground to work off. So 71, I'm going to put the Techsec gear set on and get down to 1 in the magazine. And look at the state of this, it goes up to a whopping 494, which is a 595% damage increase against shields for a primary ammo weapon, guys. That is absolutely insane. Now what I also did was test the Charge with Blight. This does not work, but I wanted to show you the results of that working anyway. So I wanted to see if that Charge with Blight would actually work with the Techsec. It doesn't. I've got a couple of numbers. It goes up and down a little bit, but like 929 without. And then I actually put it on and it actually goes to about 930, 960, something like that. But the numbers was very, very irregular. So I'm going to say that doesn't work. However, if I find another tanky target in the game, I'm going to test see if the Charge with Blight actually improves the shield damage. We'll have to test that at a later date. But the best thing, well, obviously the shield damage is insane, but you're also going to get disorientating effect around that target when you kill a powerful combatant or break a combatant shield. Now this is just going to like disorientate everything. Just look at all them blinding, well, disorientating bubbles. I don't want people to get annoyed with me. Disorientating bubbles, just absolutely great. So guess the next thing to do is to go ahead and make a build on this, which I will be doing tonight, and I'll hopefully get this up in the feed tomorrow on my YouTube channel. But 600% almost damage increase against shields with a Techsec and the final round in the magazine for Touch of Malice. Not bad for a primary ammo weapon. And I've got a build right in my mind that's going to make this shine. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.